So hello and welcome back to our city skylines scenario, City of Gardens. We are looking onto our intercity bus hub, bus just coming in from somewhere. And we are also looking towards this huge empty area, which we reserved for our campus. And that's exactly what we are going to start working on today. This park here, of course, we just put there the last time because it was in the way. So we're going to see where we can put this one. And I think I'm just going to move around those assets a little bit. So we have a small park there, which maybe we can move somewhere else, maybe up here. And then let's see if we can fit this huge park up here. We can, although, yeah, let's see if we can fix this terraforming. We did put down some rocks here the last time. So can we somehow squeeze in a rock asset? Probably not. So can we just put down some overgrowth like this? Yeah, actually that's looking quite nice. Actually, let me do that on this side as well when we're already here, just to smoothen out this nasty terrain a little bit. Of course, I've mentioned it before, this interchange is quite functional, but it's definitely not pretty. So we do what we can to kind of hide those imperfections. Already looks a little bit better, probably. So while we're here, just because we have a lot of housing demand, let's put in some houses. We are going to get some beautiful big houses inside of here. And let's just zone everything up to the main road and then clean up what we don't want. So we do not want those tiny houses. We do not want strange shapes. At least we don't want them here. Like this. Those can also go. And like this, we are making sure that the houses that spawn are going to have reasonable shapes. Right, so this can slowly grow. Gonna run the game on a slow speed because we have big plans. We do want to introduce the first campus area. So let's draw out the district. We can go quite big at the moment. There is a park. We must be careful not to delete too much of our park. This is going to be where our campus is located. We do have these different layers of height, which I think is going to make this quite interesting. So I'm thinking probably down here, the students are going to live. And then I'm going to try incorporating a cable car into the campus area for the students to kind of go up and visit their classes up here. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but why not try anyway? So we're going to have a road that comes out from here and will move around like this. But first, let's introduce the campus area. We do have the Plaza of the Dead here, which is a kind of an awkward place. Of course, we did put it here because we have kind of a commercial area here, but now it kind of got in the way, so we're probably going to move it somewhere else. Will it fit here? Although, of course, the location is also kind of awkward, but for now, actually, it's not too bad. Not too bad. So let's quickly pause the game and put down the university. We do want to put down this main building. So what we are going to do is take a nice route and come in to here and connect this up and see if we can put down our main building. exactly where we would want to put it, it doesn't fit. So let's see how this looks if we just go straight. Yeah, not too bad. So let's try that again. And now it will align perfectly. Yeah, everyone, of course, liked having this university in their city. And now we are going to come in to our university area. Although our road placement is a little bit awkward around here. So let's see if we just want to come out like this. Maybe that will also give us some interesting opportunities, and I think we might just do that. And then that's not what I want. Maybe this road here is a little bit too long. As I said before, this scenario playthrough is not really to build the most pretty city, but still, where we can, we are going to put in some effort. So that will also allow us to put in some water pipes like this. And we are probably going to follow some pathways as soon as we know what we want to put in. So we do have the study hall, which I think should probably have a central location like this. So let's put it down right away. Although I think it will look better if it's the other way. So let's quickly move it around and put down a walking path that goes up in this direction. So let's quickly grab a walking path and connect up like this. We're going to try kind of keeping this theme, but of course now, yeah, it's not going to fit. It's unfortunate, but I would like it to look this way. So if we come out with our path on this side, I must admit, building nice university campuses is not one of my strong suits. Actually, usually just always plonk the buildings down, but I can always learn. But this would look nice if we could align it a little bit better. So this road does have to come out a little bit more straight so that we can have it face this way. So now how does this look? Yes, that's way better, I think. So we do probably want to align these pathways a little bit better. Of course, that's going to... that's not so pleasant to the eye, is it? I think we can have a compromise, maybe like this, and then like this. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's good enough. Maybe we can squeeze in some trees inside of there, so it will look nicer. So water, so far so good. Then we do have the police academy, which is also an important building. And this one we're going to put down like this, I think. Yes. Yes, so here we have like a main plaza. And now we do have two study halls now because I forgot I could have just moved it, but that's fine. Just delete it. Money is of no issue. And we have some small buildings like the groundskeeping. To me, it makes sense that the groundskeeping is near the entrance and has good access to our whole university campus. So I think we're going to put it down there. That's fine for now. And then we do want to put down the book club. I think the book club is also like a small building that maybe can go near our dormitories. So let's see what else we have. Nothing else. So for our dormitories, I was thinking to come out like this and kind of snake around. Oh, that's very ugly, so let's not do that. That's not so like how I expected this to look, so let's begin on this side and then see how we can connect up nicely, because we do want to follow this road here to go back here, and then we will have the dormitories kind of overlooking the river, which I think is actually something that would be very nice. And I think we're just going to connect up like this and then do some terraforming to smoothen out this whole thing. Let's see if we can do that. And then I think we can even try to incorporate some kind of park area or entertainment area for people to go down to the river and maybe have a drink or something, which probably would also fit a university. So anyways, we want some dormitories. Now, how big is the asset? Like this. So I think it will look nice if they're kind of lined up like this. So we are going to connect those up like this and then have a dormitory on either side. We will worry about the terraforming later and maybe even extend this a little bit so people don't just fall off the edge, which I think might happen if you come home from some student party. Now let's eyeball this and see if we can fit another one. No, that was a little bit too close, so let's try that again. Yes, very nice. We can put in some decorations later. And let's quickly check our students' capacity. 2,600, and our city needs a little bit more because, of course, I am going to delete our kind of vanilla university asset to force people into our new university. So we do have those dormitories here, which is good, I think. Now we can also put down the book club, which you would probably go somewhere around here. Let's put it there and then continue our dorms on the other side. We are going to need some more earth or terrain to form something, but now let's see if we can fit in the cable car somehow, because I think that will look quite cool to have like the cable car coming up, so you can use the cable car to go to your class. So let's terraform a little bit here on this mountain. I will also give us some soil. And now let's go back and see, why is this so long? So I put it down, how does this look? yeah, we're just going to fix the mountain later and make it look nice. So let's do that. And then have the end of the line here. Nice. Actually, I've never built cable cars in this game, so that's a first. And then let's see if we can, for the moment, just make this look a little bit less harsh. Then, of course, we can also always build some nice rock assets or something. And then let's try if this will work, that only this is the only connection. If it doesn't, we can always have a walking path go up, or actually let's provide a walking path as well and then see what gets more use. So we are going to kind of snake up like this and connect up like this. Yeah, it's more of a hike rather than a path or a walk, but that's fine. The last thing we can do is actually also put in some faculties right here. Yeah, maybe move it over. So that will also further increase our student capacity. Now, how much student capacity does this have? Perfect. So now we can actually delete our university here, delete this, and hopefully, oh yeah, we do need power, of course. So let's, for the moment, have this connect like this and like this. And I just, of course, also notice that our dorms don't have water. So let's provide some water. And let's just go all the way around. Nice, like this. Now, let's see. I think because we don't have any pedestrian crossings, let's upgrade a road here. And actually do it like this. So we do have some pedestrian crossings on either side. And we will see how much use this gets. In theory at least, this should work quite nicely. So what happened in our city? The last time we checked, it was all working nicely. But now, of course, we kind of ignored the city for a while. So let's see if there's anything on fire or something like this. Everything seems to be going well. Of course, many houses upgrading, which is nice. We do have a lot of commercial demand, so let's expand our commercial district a little bit. Stuff immediately growing, which is also very good. And we hit the next milestone, which unlocks the crematorium, which is very important. So let's quickly pause, clean up the zoning, and then we can see what we will put down. Just going to put it down like this. Here seems to be fine. Now, most of the time I just put down a crematorium next to the graveyards, which I can also do right now. This guy will need to move out, but that's fine. And that will, this is not so pretty, but like this. Weirdly enough, people like living next to a crematorium. I don't really understand why that would be the case, but it should be none of our concern. They do. So I think this here, it actually doesn't look too bad. I think we could probably make a little bit more out of this entrance into our university. So let's see if we can squeeze in a path here and here, kind of lining up with our main entrance. Of course, the shape is a little bit strange because of how this road formed, but we do what we can. We do our best. So let's have a fence kind of box in between there. I think because the university is such a main component of our city, we can also put in some effort to make it look nice, and then maybe have some kind of rocks in the outside boxes, and maybe have some kind of small rock garden inside of there, and put down some small overgrowth underneath, and have some trees lining it up. That one is very, very small. This, yeah, that's fine. We're not going to put in any more effort on this, but just the difference between this and it just being completely naked, I think makes a big difference. Now, let's quickly see. There's only 2 people coming in last week, but I think that will change because now we do have some big university, and also we have some points of interest. Because we already put in a couple of unique buildings, so that should attract some more people from the outside. I hope they will come in at some point. Now let's zone some more housing because we have a big demand again. This, and can we squeeze in one here and maybe one here? Very good. People complaining about not having enough workers. Yes, those workers are coming in shortly. Now we could start providing some of this. Do we have death care? Should be fine. The child care center could go right next to this school, actually. So let's do that. And an elder care, we already have one. I think we can put in a second one also around here. And actually, I think elders would probably enjoy a nice view over the river. Of course, we are going to extend this later on just by a little bit because we don't want our elders to fall down the cliff and suffer a premature death. Yeah, but that's some project for another time. Now let's quickly check in on our cable car. There is a party going on, which is very nice to see. And can we follow this guy? Let's see what his perspective looks like. Okay. We did just jump into a cable car. Very cool. We are having the first-person view of Max Jackson. And he's going home. Actually, he's not a student, but that's fine. Oh, and we are going back down. That makes no sense, but hey, who am I to judge? At least we did use our cable car for one time. We did have 20 passengers, which is kind of cool. The party goers seem to be walking up the path, though. Although I think Probably would have been even better if they used the cable car, but that's fine. We have an attractive campus, students slowly coming in, and we don't have an academic work, so I am going to just give a grant because we don't really care about money at this point, just to speed this up a little bit because I do want to evolve our university. Traffic flow still doing very, very nicely. How is our forestry doing? Oh, we actually did level up and I just skip ahead. So let's see what we can improve here. We could put down some more plantations. Now, did I see correctly that we are importing some forestry product, which makes no sense because we are producing so much. So can we do something else that's interesting to us? Not really. We could put down a printing press, which will also, but then we need plastic, which we don't produce at the moment. And if I look at our resources, oil is quite far away, so I'm not sure if we are going to get into oil. I'm more looking towards this agriculture because I think here can be a nice big residential area that then will slowly transition into high density, and here we can have some farming because we are zoning a lot of this organic and local produce, so it would only make sense to produce a lot of agricultural goods. Now I am going to quickly zone while paused, which is not the smartest idea because that will usually result in most of the people also dying at the same time, and then you get those death waves. But just so I can take care of the zoning a little bit more controlled, we do want to do this. Actually, also what I want to do is to quickly check on our public transport. How's that? Let's quickly look at our buses. This one's the blue lane. Yeah, not too bad. Probably can survive like this. This one also not too bad, I think. How is our tram doing? Should be doing very well. Yes, very nice. There's a lot of people here waiting for the bus, but we are going to try putting down some more public transport in the next episode, fixing those lines. Today we care more about our campus, which I actually like. I think this is a cool design with this lower dormitory area and this higher kind of education area. Not sure yet what we can do here, but we will see as we go along. Maybe some more of those buildings and maybe even an extension of our cable car line, so you can directly take the cable car to go over there. We will see. We will see. So for now, I think we are quickly going to again check on our essentials, and I think we are already going to put down our next power plant, which we will have to extend this line or this road rather, just by a little bit, so we have space for one more. Nice. Then water is perfect. Garbage, definitely a project for next episode. Healthcare. We do have only one sick person, which is fine. Deathcare has very good capacity at the moment, so not to worry. I think we can put down one sauna somewhere here, just to make our people a little bit happier. How about here? People will enjoy that. fire is okay, I think. Should be fine. There's going to be another firehouse as soon as we buy the square next time. Crime rate, very, very good. 5%. I mean, 5% is still quite high, but still. University, we have good capacity actually, which is great. And also everything else. We could use a second library. Let's just do that now. I think we can also put it here into our kind of like main square. I think a library will actually fit very nicely. So let's put it here. See how this looks. I think that's very nice. So that is also something we took care of. And yeah, public transport also one thing for the next time. And leisure is okay here. Probably a little bit, could do a little bit better, but we are going to do that next time. One thing I want to check is our overall goal. We do have 1,500 squares, so that's roughly 10% of what we need, and also our population, but it's growing. Happiness is no problem, so we should probably not lose, but still a long way to go until we win this scenario. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next episode of our City of Gardens.